Today I want to reflect on a quote or saying that says, home is where the heart is. And so many times that's what we desire, even though we build homes, or rather, even though we build houses. We build these big mansions. We live in complexes. Some people prefer freestanding homes. But around that house, there's halls, there's electric fencing, security systems, because we're trying to keep thieves out of our houses, because we value the things that we consider valuable, or we try and protect those valuables. And thieves come in to steal. And so that house is a place of safety, a place of refuge. Some people don't even have a house and live on the streets. But home, on the other hand, is different to a house. There are people that prefer to live in a gated community, in a complex, where there's more security because your valuables are safe. Home, on the other hand, is a different aspect altogether, because home is where the heart is. And the scripture reminds me, or I'm reminded of a scripture that says, wherever your treasure might be, there your heart will also be. So home is where you are with the people whom you love. Home is where you desire to be, because it's a place of safety. Not just physical safety, but emotional safety. I'm emotionally safe because I can take off the mask and be real. I'm emotionally safe because I don't have to be afraid to talk about the things that I'm afraid of. I don't have to be afraid to expose my weaknesses, knowing that at home I will be guarded and guided. When you are ill in hospital, the doctors would often say, a home cooked meal is the best. And so those hearty meals is usually what we desire and crave after, because it represents warmth. So many times I still miss my mother's food because it was homey. We get tired of junk food, quick and easy, 2-minute noodles. You want something that has matured, that was prepared with care. And even though it's just salt and pepper, the taste is just different to that AK-47 that you would have in the shop. It's more fulfilling, more nutritious. Home. But we protect our houses. How about we get to a place where we begin to protect our homes? Where we begin to value family, because the key objective of the enemy, the scripture says, the thief comes for no other reason but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. But if we can begin to guard our homes, guard our marriages, guard our families, because the key objective of the enemy is to destroy families. Because if our families are destroyed, then our communities are destroyed. Our churches and our schools are impacted just by families. And the institution that God instituted first is family. And wherever your treasure might be, there your heart will also be. So, as a man, if she is your treasure, and as a woman, if he is your treasure, then let us begin to build walls around our home, around our union. Let us begin to call out to our keeper, who does not slumber nor sleeps, and keeps watch over us. His response time is quicker than that of a security company. So armed response waits for a call or waits for an alarm trigger. But our guard around our home, if we invite God in our homes, then any attack is there to protect. So today I wonder if we would just begin to prioritize home above house. House is just a vessel. It's just a place where we love, we lay our heads to sleep. But the person you lay next to, the people you live with, represent home. Let's begin to value and treasure each other. Let's begin to take care of each other, love each other unconditionally. Because home is where the heart is. And in this day and age, that's what everyone needs. Home.